Hello and welcome everybody! This is your host, Learbach, and you're just in time for more Sonic Generations. In the last episode, we completed the Dreamcast era. And in this episode, we're going to be fighting the boss of the Dreamcast era. Who's it gonna be? I wonder. There's no way to know. We fought Eggman before, but he got captured, so that means we can't be fighting Eggman again, right? Nope. Instead, we are fighting the first major final boss of the Dreamcast era. Perfect Chaos. Not to be confused with Perfect Cell. Even though they both insist you call them Perfect Cell and Perfect Chaos. This is probably one of the best iterations of Chaos and probably one of the best fights involving Chaos. You also get the boss theme for Chaos as well, which is much like the original. We're gonna start off with the best song and then get to the worst song, like a pretty generic sounding boss theme. I don't think that's spoiling anything. I think we are. And this is a pretty cool remix of this theme too. It is a checkpoint, which means if we die at this point, we're pretty good. Okay, had a jump there. Oh, almost got hit by the tentacles. I forgot how cool this actually was. I thought it was just skydiving. Or not skydiving, dashing towards him like the original. I forgot about this part and stuff. There we go, hit his core. By the way, for an invincible... Yeah. For an invincible demigod, he sure has a very obvious weak point. Yeah, like, anyone else ever notice that? Chaos in itself is a... And yeah, we switched to a generic boss fight music. What the... Seriously, you had a chance to fix that, Sega. Start with the foreboding music of Doom, and then move on to the awesome theme at the end. Would have made us feel more awesome. And I died. Because I hit the fence post. There we go. Again, you start off with a generic boss fight that sounds completely and ultimately generic, and then you move on to the cool, awesome rock song. Imagine how much better that song would have been if you actually heard it at the end instead of at the beginning. So yeah, I believe we have one more hit on the guy. Oh. I forgot how epic this boss fight actually was. There we go, and we beat him once and for all. I want to go ahead and add Perfect Chaos looks way cooler here than he does in the original game. Granted, the original game was one of the first polygonal graphics, all that stuff. So yeah, obviously. But even then, the in-game model for Perfect Chaos was just meh. Especially compared to the cinematic. If anyone remembers the amazing cinematic. Oh my gosh. I love how it's just like. I love how the first two stages just popped in.
You're doing great, Sonic. You mean you're doing great Sonics? I may never get used to that. Oh!
So how are they going to explain the classic Sonic in Sonic Forces?
That monster sure didn't like that emerald.
I'm gonna go ahead and mention something right now with the whole Emerald Chaos Emerald thing. You know what? Anyone else ever thought it was strange that they're called Chaos Emeralds, yet only one of them is green, like an emerald?
And I bet you double we're gonna need all 7 emeralds.
Yeah, think about that.
You guys have your work cut out for you.
An adventure's no fun if it's too easy.
Why can't they have given classic Sonic a voice? Also, I want to go ahead and say we're already a third of the way through the game. Yeah, why was it that we're this, like, this are almost completely done with the game? Why, like, this is short. So here we have probably the best level of the worst Sonic game. And we're gonna do Act 1. It's also apparently the most glitchy level too, in both generations and the original game. We have Crisis City. Are you kidding me? I couldn't reach that in time. So yeah, Sonic 06. Never played it myself. Seen tons of gameplay footage of it. Not interested in playing it anytime soon. I hear there is a mod out for Sonic Generations that attempts to port all the Sonic 06 levels, at least Sonic levels, because this is one of those games where you had, again, multiple characters. One of the problems with that is like you have multiple characters within the same character storyline. So you had like Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, which right there should be your first problem right there. You put Shadow as a playable character in your game. Outside of Adventure 2, when that ever worked, and Heroes. But Heroes only works out of circumstance because you took the same, basically made everyone play through the same levels, and you already had pretty good Sonic levels there. But anyway, so you had that, but then also within those levels you had other characters playing in those levels. Like in the Sonic levels, just randomly in one level you play as Tails. And then I think you play as Amy in one of them, I don't know, and then maybe Knuckles. It's really weird. It's like, for a game that got rushed, you can definitely see where all the problems with it. But had they decided just to focus on one character instead of trying to inject 15 different characters into the same game, and decided to focus on one tight control scheme, instead of trying to do, instead of having to say, hey, you're playing as Tails now you gotta get used to flying, now you're playing as Knuckles, get used to climbing, now you're playing as, Shadow, better get used to driving, as someone who's supposed to be a speedy character. Hey, you're playing as Silver, get used to having uber-powered, overly powered psychic abilities that don't work half the time because we didn't have time to program in the psychic abilities properly. You get the idea. I think actually, honestly, the only character that worked out in that game, from what I've been told, or from what I've seen, was Blaze. The character that was retconned from being an alternate universe version of Sonic the Hedgehog to a future character, from a character from the future. So you actually ended up retconning her, and you took away awesome powers, awesome things about her. Like, that's the cool thing about her. She was an alternate universe Sonic the Hedgehog. She's like, what if Sonic the Hedgehog was a female cat who had fire powers? And wasn't such a, radical hipster 90s character. Hipster's 90s archetype. you know? And hey, we're already at the gold ring. For once, it didn't take us 6 minutes to beat a classic Sonic level. And... Oh, I see how this is gonna go. Oh, screw you, game. I'm gonna die instead. There, yeah. Just to diss you, I'm just gonna die. That was not an intentional death, by the way. But yeah, like, that, again, that's probably the biggest thing, too, is like, because here's the thing, I didn't like Blade originally, or Silver. I still really don't like Silver. For 2 reasons. Both related to me and my friend, Neela. We're both, as you can tell, Sonic fans. And we both had our Sonic fan character. Hers was a black hedgehog named Blaze, who basically kind of looked like Knuckles in a way, because she had long kind of dreadlock quills. But she was a black hedgehog because she liked Shadow the Hedgehog. She basically was a female Shadow the Hedgehog. And I died right there because I'm an idiot. And I had a character named Silver. He wasn't a hedgehog. Well, sort of. He was a techno-organic hedgehog, kind of like a mix between, like... Really? Oh wow, I did not realize it had that little eyes. He was kind of like a... how do I describe him? When I did a sprite sheet of him, I used the Metal Sonic sprite sheet, but he's techno-organic, which means he's kind of like living metal, in a way. It's a little difficult to explain. But that was later retconned to be an alien species. And a fun little fact about him that I don't think I've ever told anyone, not even Neil, when we did our little pen and paper handwritten roleplay sessions with these characters. Silver was originally intended to be a bad guy. Like, this is probably why I used the Metal Sonic sprites. But he was originally intended to be a bad guy. And another fun fact: no, he's not silver. He's not silver color. So the name was originally going to be like Silver because like Long John Silver. Like he's going to be a pirate sort of thing. And I kind of changed a lot about him when I started doing when I started role playing, or that's what we call him, but really what it is joint writing. Like I write a little bit, she'll write a little bit, and that's what she does. Like I don't like that kind of roleplay. I like the more I control my character, you control your character thing. And I always jump. Oh, commentate that. You just never. Anyway. So we do our little roleplay sessions, and then quote unquote roleplay joint writing. I don't like. Here's the thing: I don't like controlling other people's characters, and I don't like them controlling mine because I can't read your mind. So I have no clue what you're trying to do, and if I want to, I'm very much trying to into like you make your own decision. Very much kind of treat it like an actual Dungeons and Dragons thing, but with just 2 people instead, which I think can be done if you know how both parties work, and instead of using stats, you actually kind of make stuff up on the fly. Which, let's face it, that's like half of the D&D players anyway, and DMs anyway, just making crap up as they go. But anyway, so Blaze the cat comes out, and Silver the Hedgehog come out in Sonic 06. I think I completely missed Sonic Rush. Is where Blaze originates from. Let's go in the truck. Let's go in the truck that implausibly, for some reason, has a spring attached to it. I mean, I guess given the circumstances, we can let that slide. And I completely just... Wow. And anyway, so yeah. So we had our characters, and then Neela changed hers, like just completely remade her character from basically from scratch, making a whole new character. Similar backstory, because the whole thing, like her favorite character is Tails, right? So Blaze, now Blaze the Hedgehog, now Lily the Fox, who is completely different, like not even, like she ditched the whole wearing black thing, being in love with Shadow, because I think she grew up finally and learned that Shadow's just an edgelord piece of crap. And so she actually has a character who don't need no man. Also, because one of the things that we wrote as canon that both our characters became a couple after a while. I think it ended up happening with. It's not the reason I don't roleplay with her a lot. I didn't stop roleplaying with her. I think she changed a lot of that. She changed a lot over the years. We were really that close to the end and we kept dying. Wow. But yeah, so I think it's been literally years since we've done any of this stuff. But yeah, so I've been kind of whenever we did the roleplay last time we did the role playing stuff. Stomp A and B. You stomp A while in the air, or B while in the air. You do a stomp down. That's yeah. Let's get into the actually probably the second best stage in this game. Because I love Crisis City. It's actually pretty fun. Yeah, so, I'm trying to think of anything else I can say. So I still kind of hate. I have a lot more, like, after learning about Blaze's origin, being like an alternate universe Sonic, I actually like her now. Instead of just being this time traveler from the future. I still don't like Silver the Hedgehog. Not because like he shares the name of one of my characters, but because like he comes from the worst game ever. Never really had much of a character personality aside from, hey, I'm from the future and I'm gonna stop you and I got these OP psychic powers that, oh, to quote Dragon Ball Z Abridged, useless ass psychic powers. Seriously, the guy has like the ability to hold Sonic and choke him to death, and yet what does he do in a fight? He throws him up against the wall and does practically nothing. Again, instead of having us play as Silver the Hedgehog, which I think his levels are pretty broken from what I've seen. Yeah, put time and resources into that and make that a better level. Again, Sonic 06, everything except for the music is a pretty big mistake. I think a pretty obvious mistake. Oh, I'm having to deal with frame rate issues because the game doesn't know how to handle it. I should have this in low resolution, or not low resolution, low settings. So I don't know why. Put it in high. Oh, probably because the game is one of those games that should be able to run on a potato. I mean, it's bored. It runs on last generation system. You know what? This is something I want to see ported over to the Switch. Everyone's porting stuff over to the Switch. Port this over to the Switch. Port Sonic Generations over to the Switch. In fact, you know what, Sega? If you're really cool people, you'd include this with Sonic Forces, like you did with Bayonetta 1 and 2. I don't care. Like, that's your justification for the higher price range, right? I think it's actually the same price. I think it's actually the same price on all consoles. I think it's like $40. which that's what I saw on Amazon. That's what I saw on Amazon. It's like $40 for the Switch and PS4 and Switch and PS4 version. They both include like pre-order DLC for like the custom characters. It's like, you know, stuff from like Persona and all this other stupid stuff, which is like, okay, cool. There's you can play as what's his name, Knights from the Knights in a Dream series that Sega's made one sequel to, and excuse me, 1.5 sequels to, because there's Knights in a Dream, the original game, and then there's Knights Christmas, which is like, there we go. I just want to let you guys know, when this thing wants to go down, or excuse me, when this thing wants to go up, there is no stopping it. It will go up, whether you want to or not. And I died because I just screwed up the jump there. That's probably the worst part about this stage, is that jump. Let's see if we can get higher than that. I think we're kind of stuck on that path. This is kind of the problem with modern Sonic, is that you're kind of stuck on whatever path you're put on. Aside from like one or two branching paths to kind of give you the illusion of choice, you're pretty much stuck on whatever course you're on. Like this kind of just stuff to get red rings. Yeah, you might maybe a handful of shortcuts here and there. Yeah, it's worth it, I guess. Okay. Okay, what the frack was that? Yep, and I completely missed that last third ring. So yeah, I think I pretty much just said everything that needed to be said. We're in 22 minutes in. We're only done with one stage in the modern generation. Hey, speaking of Blaze of Cats, had to show off.
As much as I dislike relying on others, I'm grateful for your aid. The creature was beyond my skills.
So I gotta ask where Blaze sits in the Sonic canon right now, because you had the future Blaze from a game that was so bad no one wants to play it, and then you have the past Blaze, the alternate universe Blaze. You have Sonic Unleashed right here, which is Rooftop Run, I think. This stage is actually pretty fun too. Actually, they did a pretty good job of making these modern stages fun, even though like modern Sonic's considered the bane of Sonic. Again, except for Sonic Colors, which I found out after the fact is actually pretty fun apparently. Except for like half the wisp abilities, because like half the wisp abilities like ick. It's weird. Sega cannot seem to leave well enough alone to make a good Sonic game. They have to keep adding useless gimmicks to them, even if it's like to an otherwise good Sonic game. Like with this one in the gates, having to do those stupid gates. Oh, I hate them so much. And again, I will not stop hating on those gates, because that's time and development they could have spent on making, levels. And I don't care if they put another Sonic 3 level in, or put port an original Sonic 2 level, and say like, hey, you gotta play through it. Like that. And that's something Nintendo would have done, right? You know, do like a classic looking level. But again, going back. I don't know why I keep going to the casino level. Do Casino Nights. Or, you know, Carnival Nights from Sonic 3. That was a pretty fun level. Sonic CD. Sonic CD, I think? Yeah. There you go, do a Sonic CD stage. You know, yeah, Carnival Nights, or Starlight Zone. And I just fell down that because I'm an idiot. I just gotta say, all these wine barrels are just going to waste being dropped. Now, this makes me wonder, is Eggman's robots, like, fueled by the same source as Futurama is? They all have to get hysterically drunk in order to function properly? Like, I'm just imagining it now, all of Eggman's machines just taking all the cheap booze they can find and just see them all, when they're not taking over the world, just drinking them. Just drinking the booze and getting drunk. And Eggman has to let it go through because that's how they power their fuel cells. What is he gonna do? Switch to synthetic crude? Switch to synthetic oils? Yeah, that's cheap. I'm sure that's cheap. And then you just get, like, you know, cheap wine and beer and just give them, you know, so bring a permanent Oktoberfest to these guys. It could explain a lot, actually, with the ineptability of these machines. I mean, well, I was about to say, look at these guys, clearly can't hit me. And yet, here I am getting hit by them. Again, Sonic does have that whole, I'm invincible as long as I have one ring gimmick, so that might be another issue. Oh, this. So, we gotta jump, basically point towards whatever peg you're looking for, and I think B will, nope, jump, nope, and I completely messed that up. This is even better too, look at it. Sonic, I just got hit and I got 12 rings. Didn't collect any rings. So you lose only 50 rings. Gotta wait for the freaking... Really? There, I'll take the hit. Boom, there we go. It's 12 o'clock. So, it's 12 o'clock somewhere. And you're on one of Eggman's ships. Omo Chow, can you just please leave? God, why are you here? It's a complete waste of space. Nobody likes you. You know, I just recently got Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Gotta say, it's a really fun game. Not a big fan of the rabbits. Never been a big fan of rabbits. They're just like, it's the same reason like most of them hate the minions. The exact same reason. I find that kind of sense of humor very asinine. But here's the thing. They're actually kind of tolerable in that game. At least the good ones. And I'd almost prefer the rabbits over Omochao. Because at least the rabbits are quiet. They're at least, they don't talk. They don't sit there and say, hey! Do this obvious thing that you're going to be doing anyway, whether you find out or not. Because I'm sitting by Sega because Sega feels we have to hold your hand for everything, even though you couldn't have possibly gotten this far on your own at this point without having to learn something. Because heaven forbid we actually teach you something. Again, this is why Sonic Mania. This is why Sega should just hand Sonic over to the fans. Just have fan have programmers who are fans of the game make the games. Sonic Mania was so good, and it's like, aside from Hydro City Zone, I can't really find a real complaint about the game. Even then with Hydro City Zone, it's like, you know, it's at least passable. I mean, going through it gives me the same sense of dread and foreboding that I had when I went through it originally in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And the sole reason I never beat that game was Hydro City Zone. No kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I never got past Hydro City Zone in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And I played the PC port of it. Ouch. I just walked right into that one. Literally! But yeah. And so I played the PC version where the cheat code, the level select cheat code, didn't exist. So it's not like I could just skip the level and go on to the next one. Nope, can't do that. Oh, wow, okay. So, note to self, don't boost there. That. Oh. Oh, whoops. I screwed up on that. I probably missed out on the red ring. We don't need any red rings. Xbox had enough of them. There's an old joke for you. I just held the button down the whole time. Okay, let's get this life because we don't want to die again. Drop it. Ouch. Or I could just be an idiot. And yeah, this is, like, I mentioned back when I did the mod, the Project Elite mod, this is the same exact stage as before, as the one in the mod. It's like the one stage they didn't change. It's a little bit of a shame. I guess because it was already here, they didn't feel the need to change it, which makes sense. So yeah. We're gonna be hitting the blimp. Excuse me. Oh, we get rings because of it. Because we beat them all. And we beat the stage. We don't get an S ring, do we? Because we died. So we got one more stage left. I wonder if I should go ahead and just make this a long episode or make the next episode long. Well, regardless. Here you got Vector the Crocodile.
Hey, Sonic. You know, I got a hunch someone or something is controlling that monster.
You know, he's got a secret not a lot of people know about, but he's really actually the Green Ranger. There's an obscure reference. Maybe it's not so obscure. Anyone seen Kerberfer's amazingly hilarious Super Freaking Parody Ranger series knows what I'm talking about. The Green Ranger turns out to be Vector the Crocodile in the end. Oh my gosh. But anyway, we have one last stage to go through, and we'll go through that stage next episode. Until then, I will see you guys later.